professional, right? You don't go, I'm going to play basketball, right? And I'm going to play 5th grade basketball and I'm going to learn how to score hoops, right? You're like, no, I'm going to play basketball because I want to get to 6th grade and then I want to 7th and then all the way up and then I want to be a pro, right? Like, think of us right now as like you're in college, right? You're in this learning stage right now. We want you guys refined out because look, if you can do less actions and make the same money, I vote for that, right? So Lori just asked, she said, hey, we'll be okay just going along the old fashioned way. No, yes and no. The whole idea of being on these calls, being in this group, paying money to get a new skill set under your belt is to continue the progress and the refining of you as a professional, right? You don't go, I'm going to play basketball, right? And I'm going to play 5th grade basketball and I'm going to learn how to score hoops, right? You're like, no, I'm going to play basketball because I want to get to 6th grade and then I want to 7th and then all the way up and then I want to be a pro, right? Like, think of us right now as like you're in college, right? You're in this learning stage right now. We want you guys refined out because look, if you can do less actions and make the same money, I vote for that, right? That means you're using and expanding or expelling less energy to get the same results as other people, right? That are expending more. So yeah, you can go the basic way of like, hey, do you want more leads? Send. Just know that that is a very amateur move. You are a copycat, and yes, copycats will work, but copycats don't make the big money.
Yeah, it's not gonna be.
Copycats generally they're way far behind because they're catching up so late that the trailblazers, the guys and gals that have been out there, pushing the field forward, they're 2-3 years ahead of you. So remember how many copycats that were in front of you that already did that line. So you just look like another one of the masses. Now, it still will work because action trumps all, right? If you're willing to go and put massive action into anything, okay, you will get results. That could be knocking on doors. That could be cold calling. That could be all these things that are, in my opinion, very archaic, older school ways of doing it. So yes, they'll work, but no, don't allow yourself to settle for mediocrity when you're getting a college education on some very simplistic stuff. Lori, you're smarter than you give yourself credit for. You just got to slow down and we got to break down each and every one of these concepts for you. And the worksheet's going to help you do that. But listen, you guys practice this stuff. You practice working on, presenting on a camera like this or having a conversation with these business owners. Let's say you don't even have a lead gen property and you just use that as an exercise or a workout for yourself every day. Your workout of the day is like, hey, I'm just going to learn about one new industry. I'm going to take notes. I'm going to record the call, I'm going to record the call. I'm going to transcribe it. And then I'm going to get to a really good idea of lots of different industries. So I have more empathy for what small business owners are getting themselves into. Then the beautiful thing about it is once you build an avatar, once you build a customer profile of who you're going to be speaking to, guess what? The window tint guy is the window tint guy is the window tint guy.
Yep.
Oftentimes they're a certain profile of a person, drug addict, and loser. No, just joking. But they're a certain type of person, and they run in the same circles. They come from the same usually family lives and things like that because they usually follow suit. A certain type of person that might have done it before them or an uncle that taught them or whatever. So once you identify these different personas and you start getting good at identifying them and being able to speak to them in a level that they can understand, that speaks directly to their soul and those deepest thoughts that they're talking to with their husband or their wife during that pillow talk time, when they're confessing all their deepest, darkest, fears and problems and issues, you become so dangerous. Now, let me give you an example of this. We did this many years ago with some email marketing strategies that we put in place. Those strategies in that same industry are still working for us today. Mike talked about leverage a few weeks back. There's 3 things, 3 leverage. Does anyone remember what they are? In the comments here, does anyone remember what the 3 leverages without looking are? What are they? Let me hear you. I know you guys were a little bit lagged. Put it in there. Okay. I'm gonna see that whoever gets it first. I got a gift for you. We're gonna give you a gift. Okay. What are those 3 points of leverage?